Hello, it's episode 80 of my blind RS3 Ironman playthrough. This week we're doing Sliske's Endgame, which is a nightmare quest, and then Back to the Freezer, which is the most recent penguin quest. It's pretty funny. Let's get to it. This should be Herblore 118. Okay, and I have enough banked primal fruit pulp to get to 119. That's enough to make the Blessed Flask, so I need the AFK. I know the Blessed Flask isn't really necessary, but probably going to get me like 30 plus hours of AFK to get all of the sand and bless all of it. So once I finish this, which is going to take like 25 hours, I might switch to that. Okay, I probably should have done this right after I maxed, but I spaced on it because I was, playing with my friends at the time. This probably add like 30 hours or subtract 30 hours from this to get my max time. So 162 days, 19 hours. That's 3,888 hours. So not quite 5,000 like I estimated, closer to 4,000. Not too bad. So the 110 RuneCraft update came out, which I'm not particularly pumped about, but I kind of want this advanced time spell, which requires time runes. I have to decide how I want to do this. I can go unlock time runes conventionally, and I guess I can also just get them from the Urania altar without having to do anything. The reason for to do this is about to be a weekly changeover. I kind of want to use it to fast complete my Anachronia research 3 times. I don't think there's really anything else that it can do that's more interesting than that. So I might go do the Urania altar really quick, the mini candy loop, just to see if I get enough runes to do it 3 times. If it's a nightmare, if it would take me forever, I'll actually just go ahead and unlock the time altar. I'm sure I'll do it eventually. It's just that it's almost the weekly changeover, so that's why I want to do it now. And I need the RuneCraft cape for this to make it less painful, because then I can use it to boost by 1 level to do the stuff that requires level 100. Down here, let's equip it, fix my other stuff. I don't think the cape, yeah, it matters. Rune Goldberg machine, which is the thing I don't do. I don't do challenges. I don't really need Viswax. This should be fine. Oh, apparently I can't boost my way in. I need 100 RuneCraft naturally to get in. That's kind of unfortunate. Well, we'll see how Arania goes. If it's giving me like 3 time runes, then I might just pretend like this doesn't exist for now. Otherwise, maybe it's time to go back to RuneSpan. Just thought I was done. Oh, apparently catalytic anima stones work on it, so I have a bunch of those from Saren's Spirit, so that might be interesting. That might help make a lot of runes once I eventually get access. All right, how many do we get here? 3. That is the number I said was too small. All right, I'll figure something else out. Hold on. So I guess there's a new way to train RuneCraft that involves making magic wands with 100 fletching. So I don't have 100 fletching, but I can boost to 100 fletching with the fletching cape. So I'll go buy that. I'm going to see if this magic wand method is AFK and high XP enough to be worth doing, because I could do that. But give me time to edit videos and stuff. Okay, here's the fletching cape. Use that really quick. I'm gonna go make one of these wands. I guess I'll just do it here. I just want to test that this works and is boostable. So we need eternal magic logs, of which I have a ton, so that'll be useful if it actually does work. Fletch, knife, wand, inert. If this is good fletching XP, that'd be cool too. It seems like it's okay. I'm actually pretty close to 100 fletching anyway. All right, so we have this inert eternal magic wand, and then I need some number of pure essence to be able to imbue it. Something like that. Because I could just make all the wands all at once and then imbue all of them all at once, I guess is eventually the objective there. But let me go ahead and bank up, grab this wand. I've got my RuneCraft cape. I guess I'll just teleport to any altar because it doesn't matter which altar, but eventually I'll have to find one that's convenient to get to. All right, so I just use this on the altar. Boost and then use it on the altar. Yes, and don't ask me again. Okay. Oh, and it takes a while to process. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I guess it takes a while to process because otherwise you wouldn't have enough pure essence to do all of it. All right, that's kind of cool. I'll do this as a training method for a little bit. I need to find a better option for getting to the runecraft altar, I guess, but okay, so then you can just keep imbuing it. The weird thing is it lets you imbue if your level drops below 100, but you don't get experience anymore, so it's a little attentive to have to keep that up constantly, which is kind of annoying. But overall, it's pretty AFK. I don't know. I'll make one max level wand, I guess, and then see what I'm gonna do from there. I submitted this as a bug. I don't think it's supposed to stop giving you XP drops when your boost decays. I'm guessing it's supposed to just stop you from continuing to do the imbuing process, which would be fine. I had to do that with 99 woodcutting to 100 woodcutting. We'll see if they reply, though. For now, I'm just going to try to take this wand to the maximum level just to have one to say I did it, and then I'll go back to doing something else until they patch it. Okay, so you finish this and you have a tier 99 wand. I guess it can't be augmented, which limits its utility, but it's like, I mean, it's impossible for me to evaluate this item because RuneScape 3 is a nightmare and the stats are impossible to, they're inscrutable, right? My augmented magic thing says it has an accuracy of 2178. Tier 85. This is accuracy 2458. Tier 99. So do I just have a free tier 99 weapon and just can't augment it? I don't know, man. I know that I can take this to the Urania altar and then get a bunch of XP from it, basically. I guess the idea is that you would have an inventory full of saturated wands and take them all for a giant XP drop all at once. I'm going to wait for them to patch the game, though, so that using the boost on the cape doesn't cause me to lose XP. I don't mind if it, like, cancels me out. I assume that's going to get fixed because that seems like a bug. I guess I'll hold on to this for now. I can make an orb at some point, too. I guess the fact that it's non-augmentable makes this not an actual viable item, but whatever. It's fine. All right, well, I have a solution to my I need 100 runecraft to make time runes problem. Apparently, Sliske's Endgame gives 1.25 million XP. That's about how much I need to level up. Which is crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm hoping when they say Endgame, they mean Endgame, and that we're done with Sliske after this. Let me... required items, food, and potions. Okay. All right, talking to this weird emissary of Sliske lady. Don't anger such a magnificent person. Too chummy with the gods, that's true. Alright. I won't support any god. I don't care. Do I literally have to pick a side? Because I don't want to. No, this quest does have substantial prerequisites. Because I have to go to Prif for part of this. Yeah, so like... Children of Ma requires Light Within. Right, which requires Flag's End and a bunch of other stuff. So that's nice. Alright, Sliske's Endgame. Hey, Zaros is here. Yep, Children of Ma. Catalyst can't fall into their hands. Hi. Wait. I'm really glad that I'm passing out these invitations. Is that it? What was that about? What are your plans? Yeah, no one should have access to the stone, I agree. Like, why can't I find him? It's because I had to get this specific prompt from climbing these stairs. Alright, I guess Ceradoman's just like chilling here. Made you his messenger? Alright, what are your plans? Whatever, I don't care. Armadillo. Okay. Screw it, Armadillo, you just chilling up here? What are your plans? Pass is not one of cooperation. I don't care. Never mind. Alright, can I just use that thing to teleport straight to Zamorak in his hideout that I got from Dishonor Among Thieves? Hey, what's up, Zammy Poo? I'm no one's servant. Alright, and I gotta do one more here. Ictlarin hanging around death. Okay. I don't see him here. Do I need to enter a special instance or something? Yeah, it doesn't give me a prompt. I came from Ward's Retreat. Maybe that doesn't work. Enter from here. There it goes. What's up, man? Interrupting something? Yeah, you did fuck that up, Ictlarin. I like the desert gods a lot. I think it's a cool pantheon, but Ictlarin maybe made the biggest fuck up of all by letting the Majorat in here. He scented it with Nomad's vile stink. Ugh. Okay. Duty. Duty. Okay. What else are friends for? What the fuck, Death? Back to Draenor. Alright, what's next? Don't care. You want to be well equipped. Sure. Okay, Heart of Gielinor, I think I see her here. Oh, it's the Eclipse. That's kind of cool. Your best sword or staff or whatever. Okay. It's fine. Here we go. Duty. Duties. Just waiting for this to be over. The Emperor Palpatine? Yeah, the weird Tuska. On behalf of the godless. Get on with it. Well, they had a laugh. Don't trust Carapac. A pigmentally challenged friend. Brassica Prime's here. Marimbo. Am I not nutrition incarnate? Glad they gave Brassica Prime dialogue. That's funny. Now I'm invested. Ally with Brassica Prime. Uh-huh. Oh, Labyrinth. There's none of these. No one. Thank you. Getting me for being a Disco Elysium centrist. I don't care. I don't like any of these. I guess the Godless. I feel like they weren't expecting the Godless to win that Tuska challenge. Oh, Nomad's back again? Shocked.
Oh my god. Oh my god! Although actually it was sort of obvious.
Okay. He did grab his body. Not do more Nomad. This he seems to be easy. Into reflective damage and stun. Turn this off so it doesn't fuck up a cutscene. You count as a god? Okay. I've removed your divine nature from you, deprived you of your power. Is that a thing you can do? A guide to the labyrinth. Sliske has placed you and the other gods into a labyrinth that seems to span as far as your eyes can see. There are 2 stages. Oh my god. Seriously? Ugh. The exit is always in the most northeasterly room of the northeast section. You have to rotate rooms by doing a devious puzzle room. Time stands still when you're in a room, but advances when you leave through an archway. Look for the room with glowing purple borders. I feel like this is a really bad sign that there's a pop-up here. This is a bad sign. There's been some crazy, ridiculous, over-the-top, you know, stupid mazes like this in like old school quests, especially in like old school Grandmaster quests, but this seems bad. I don't know that I want to bother with this. If it's anything like Arim's maze, which is one of the worst things I've ever seen in a quest, I might just use the wiki for this. Give me a second. I just looked at the wiki. I'll probably include this when I do the summary, but this does not seem like it would be a fun time to do blind. It seems like it's going to be annoying to do with the guide, to be honest. I think I'll put the map on screen. I guess it isn't showed here. It's huge, though. It's... not an interesting way to do this, I don't think. Well, I won't make you watch any of it. I guess there's some puzzles I'm going to have to do along the way here. So I'll pop in whenever those come up. Folks in Discord warned me about this probably requiring a guide, and that someone did it blind and it took them 4 hours. I am not that interested. As much as I've tried to avoid using the wiki in this playthrough, I have generally been successful. That does not seem like a good use of my time. It's just a dog. Yeah, that's fine. You can come with me. Alright, so what do I do from there? Actually, I don't know. Is this even the right room? Oh, I think it is. I go east here. Okay. Another interesting room here. Zamorak stuck on a puzzle. Kind of funny. Am I supposed to be able to see him? Maybe he's just like talking about it arbitrarily. I don't know. Is there anything to do here? Him and door. Like a light? Is that the puzzle? Oh, well, that was hard. One of the labyrinth rooms is now rotated. Okay. That makes this even worse. Yeah, so it's like, there's some Grandmaster quests in old school that are really brutal, right? Like, Monkey Madness 2 has this, like, crazy, huge stealth mission. And, or like the crazy laser puzzle in Song of the Elves. But I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's deliberately designed to waste my time. It's designed to feel like it's a really big thing to overcome. But here it's like, I don't think there's any smart way to try to approach it, right? It's just wiki bait. Like designed to get people excited about passing it for the first time when the quest first released. This just feels like it is here to waste my time. It's very frustrating. Entering a door here. Did I enter the door? I don't understand. clicked enter door. Oh, is it just... Oh, okay. It's because they can't load the entire maze all at once is the idea. I see. Okay. Got another puzzle room up here, it looks like. Similar puzzle to what we've done before. Misery loves company. Oh. They all be sad, I guess. Going for here. Okay. One of the rooms in the labyrinth is now rotated. Okay. Get back out of here. Another puzzle room here, I think. Cutscene room, looks like. Sarah Doman. What's that? Removal of my divine powers has made me question a few things. How does it feel to be mortal? Okay. I'm fine. Goodbye. I guess not recording this whole thing is sparing you from seeing just how ridiculous it is. I'll show you that map. I'll put it on the screen every time I mention it here, just to kind of remind you of this. I think my problem with this, and I'll try to articulate it when I do my summary at the end, but it's not intellectually engaging at all. It is like the definition of wiki bait, right? Because it's not the kind of maze where you can stare at it and try to figure out where you're supposed to go, right? Or what order you're supposed to do stuff in. Like the big light puzzle in Song of the Elves and Old School RuneScape. It's just here to waste your time. There's no other conceivable purpose for it. I mean, it succeeds in the sense that you get in here and you go, wow, this is crazy, right? Like, the thing I like about those brutal quests is the feeling that, like, you're suffering through this brutal thing and that you're kind of like joining a group of players who have also suffered through this, so that you know when somebody is in Prif in Old School RuneScape that they made it through the ridiculous light puzzles in that quest and in Morning's End Part 2. I don't know, this I don't feel a sense of accomplishment from this, and I wouldn't if I wasn't using a guide. I would just feel annoyed. It does feel annoying that, like, you go to a room and it like rotates a room. Like, if it made you pick a room to rotate, that might be a little bit more interesting, and you could try to like figure out where it wants you to go. But I don't even really, I guess the only thing it's really told me is that northeast is generally the direction I want to go in ish. But obviously that's not the only direction I want to go. So, you know, they only really did the fourth wall break thing with Sliske one time in Missing Presumed Death. That was probably one of my favorite things that he did when he comments about you using a guide. That could have elevated this quest a bit if they designed it with the like full knowledge that you were using a guide and like tried to do some kind of meta commentary on the game, right? You could do like a Nier Automata kind of thing, right? Comment on the fact that you're dependent on the work of all these other world guardians to give you any chance of passing this. Especially since it's implied that there's a time limit, although I suspect that that's bullshit, because the wiki doesn't say anything about like needing to be precise with your movements here. It doesn't seem to actually care. And like, the place is too ridiculous, I think, for the average player to actually get the feeling that the devs are going for, that you should be like terrified that you're not going to make it. The fact that there's nothing in here, that it's just a maze you run through, right? There's no like little challenges. I guess there's like 3 or 4 puzzles that you have to do. But there's not like enemies, right? All right, it's the same light puzzle, but there's going to be a different thing this time. The sun rises, we're happy. When the sun sets, we're sad. Okay, so happy in the east, sad in the west. Going for. Place them this time instead of rotating them. Not really a puzzle. Puzzles seem kind of lazy, actually. There's some pretty epic puzzles in some of these that are just a lot of work to do. Kind of boring. All right. This quest is actually practically taking me forever, but since I'm not recording the whole thing so as not to subject you to this, I might have to do 2 quests in this episode. I thought it was very long, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's like 1 quest for the episode then. Yeah, honestly, I think the way you solve this is you do the ending sequence from Metal Gear Solid 2. You lean more heavily into the idea that Sliske is so crazy that he like can see outside of the video game that is RuneScape. And he's the only one who does that, right? And maybe the World Guardian doesn't know what he's talking about, like Deadpool. But you make this absurd thing that is essentially requires the wiki, and you fill it with commentary where, you know, Sliske pops up and is like talking to the player, not the World Guardian, saying, I hope you have a second monitor, right? Just go, like, do Gower Quest, but be kind of serious about it, that it's like scary that he has this vision of reality that includes the real world, kind of like what Metal Gear Solid 2 does with all the fake out, like Fish and Mailed and the crazy Colonel Campbell calls. That shit would be good, I think. No, that's not what they're doing here at all. It just reads as a time waste. Oh, we got the old Char. Thought she got an update. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Hot-headed Jezebel. I disagree with both of them, but... bunny ears. That's kind of funny. Talking like a shipper. That would be funny if they were doing the whole fourth wall break bit. Okay, this is my headcanon. I can make Sliske less stupid in my mind if they take that tack with him and just do it like Metal Gear Solid 2. I think that could actually be good. I know that I don't make that up out of nowhere. Like that, they did have a couple lines joking about you using a guide and missing presumed death from Sliske, and I'm like, oh, that's a kind of interesting direction to take a big villain. Kind of fits the crazy guy, right? All right, another puzzle here. Same concept. This one is literally just... actually had this exact same puzzle before, haven't we? Fine, back out and around. It's like, Iclarin's following me, maybe because I said I would help him earlier. I didn't realize I was allying with him at the time. They're not really doing anything with it. Like, he doesn't say anything in any of the rooms. They're doing the, like, oh, he acts like a dog now gag. I'm doing this long enough, I'm starting to see how copy-pasted this maze is, too, or, like, there's just a lot of the same room repeated over and over. Okay, I think this is the end. Took a long time. I have to look at the VOD timestamps to figure out how long that took me, even following the image. Myself? God, I don't care. Zaros, I guess. Oh, is there literally another maze? Because if there is, that's really funny. I just clicked on the solution to the maze. Oh, the solution to the second maze. There is a second maze. That's okay. That's actually good. I mean, it's fucking stupid. It's still a gigantic waste of time, but I find that amusing, at least, that the first one wasn't good enough. This quest is like, I don't think this is on purpose. I think it's accidentally perfect. It's accidentally a perfect conclusion thematically to what Sliske's game has been doing this whole time. Every Sliske's game quest has felt like this maze. I don't know what happened. Cutscene just skipped. Oh, replay interaction. I've had that happen a couple times now. Maybe I just click somewhere. I am aware of this. Okay. Act as a mediator. Are you planning to withdraw? Clearly these don't matter because the replay scene was an option. I'm just gonna leave. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, like I was saying, I feel like every other Sliske's game quest has been this maze, essentially. Just kind of endlessly running for no reason, accomplishing nothing, feeling nothing. Right? But I think that that's an emergent meaning of the art. I don't think that that's deliberate. Another puzzle room here. Like it's the same Shadowcaster thing. Never let anyone see what you truly feel. They will use it against you. One, I'm not sure what they mean. I guess maybe it's having the neutral image on all of them. Kinda lame. I'm gonna do this thing too where he's like an actor. Yeah, this like, you know, the drama masks, the comedy and tragedy thing going on, but this doesn't work for me. The fact that there's a second maze that's almost as long, if not longer, than the first one is kind of elevating the quest a little bit for me. Now it feels like Andy Kaufman shit. Now it feels like there's somebody at Jagex who just literally has contempt for the player, which is kind of funny, actually. I think if I felt more connected to the character they're going with for Sliske, this could work better for me thematically, because it does feel like he's, you know, has contempt for everyone involved, which tracks with the story so far, but I don't know. This doesn't feel earned. I think I can imagine a version of this exact maze with these exact mechanics that feels earned, either with the, you know, fourth wall break, Metal Gear Solid 2 stuff, or just more effort in earlier quests to get us on board with Sliske's deal. But the fact that this quest is replayable is quite funny to me. Someone was saying this is one of a very few handful of quests in the last replayable quest, because they're numbers that only 300 people bothered to replay it, despite them putting in all the effort to let you replay it. And they're like, okay, we're not going to do that again. It's like, well, why would you think anyone would replay this? I think they really needed to play up how inherently funny it is that there's a second maze after the first one. The first one's really long, even following a guide. It would have been a perfect opportunity to taunt the player specifically, not the World Guardian, right? It just kind of happens. I don't know. I've never really felt compelled to write RS3 fan fiction before, but this quest would be a fun quest to try to crack open and redo with the exact same assets to make it, to try to elevate it, right? I think it can be elevated. Another God slap cutscene here, presumably. Usually been the case in these rooms. Haven't molted in millennia. Okay, that's it. Full. All right. I am not a morning person, nor am I a morning person. 3 sorrow masks. A mask of indifference and a mask of glee. Sad faces on the eastern wall. Leave the western 2 without masks. Not sure I understand why that's the answer here, but okay. That one's a bit more abstract than the other ones, which were like simple to the point of farce. The second maze is a bit less circuitous than the first one, so it's not quite as long. Okay, I think I made it to the end. It's the 2 of us for the stone. Okay. Literally just running. Quite a bit faster than me, it seems like. He doesn't have any gaps to jump. Just destroy it, man. I don't care. Okay. I do like that they went to the trouble of just recording his laugh. And see if they're not going to do voice acting anymore. Very Kefka style. I'm bored. Super chaos. Yeah, it's kind of weird to have a god of chaos who's not this guy. Like, you would think the god of chaos would be Sliske, but it's because they didn't want Zamorak to be evil anymore. Whatever, man. See reason. All right. Raider Plumalis. Hold our bargain. Our geese must now be invoked. Okay. Yeah. Hey, it's Carapac. Still with his shitty old model. Oh, is he gonna break it? That'd be great. I'd love for this to be fucking over. I don't give a shit about this thing. Destroy the super MacGuffin, okay? Nani? Okay. Over for you. One of the most powerful beings on Gielinor. Okay. White Rangers. Music's kind of cool, I guess. The name of the song is Dying Light. Waves upon waves of whites. Sliske, okay. We're casting god fireballs at him or something. No more Mr. Nice Sliske. Should get that summon undead army thing, so I don't have to do 4 GCDs to get all these guys out. Taking any damage so far. Unstable Whitefoot Soldier. Now they're hurting a little bit. Ow. Are they gonna turn on him now? Okay. Rain in prayer here, guys. Nomad, Linza, and Grigorovic. Okay. See if I have to bring more food. Bring very much here. Not sure footing from the mines that Nomad threw down. Okay. That's like Grigorovic. We have to keep those from getting to him, I think. I'm kind of screwed if they just spawn next to him, though. It's neat having Barrows Brothers help you in this fight, I guess. Cool. Try to get it before it gets to him here. I'm actually fighting Linza right now, so I'm not super worried about that. Probably should have brought a full inventory of food here. Oh. At least he'll die at 20% health. Okay. Where's Linza? She's here somewhere. I literally don't see where she is. There she is. Okay. It's pretty hard. Activate vampirism real quick. Done that at the beginning. All right. Now you'll feel the power of my wrath, he says. Didn't have any mechanics. Nothing to me. Oh, I'm gonna die. Defense skill cape returned me to life. Multiple phases of bullshit here. Can I just leave? Okay. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go get some more food. Hopefully I don't have to do the maze again. That would be very cruel if they made me do that. I assume that's not the case. I'll be right back. Alright, topped off and got a full inventory of food and some extra prayer potions. About to die there. Talk to her again, I assume. Okay. Oh, I didn't have to do the whole thing again. Okay, that's nice of them, I guess. Can't tell if he has any mechanics. Sometimes they just take a lot more damage. I don't know why. Another way to reach him. Power source. Alright, another phase. Again, now what? Just teleports. More bullshit in here. Okay. You're nothing to me. Jump on the rock formation. Literally just getting up to where he is, that's actually kind of funny. Knock him off. I like that. Cute. It doesn't really have any interesting mechanics. It feels like you can just kind of like brute force eat through the whole thing. Checkpoint reached. Dude, are you just invincible? I was one step ahead of you. Okay. Got the World Guardian Unleash. You have unlimited gen run. All cooldowns reduced by 50%. Okay. Glad to be the world. I do like the flashing adrenaline bar. That's kind of cool, actually. Okay. Hopefully my prayer doesn't run out mid-cutscene here. You finish him off. Get more value out of the Sliske punching you scene, I guess. We finally done with this bullshit, please. But to kill the World Guardian too, for what it's worth. Come to me. You are here. Joss? Yeah. Kind of cool. No. No. It's funny. Flame can never be a star. That's this line. I like the design for him. He's huge. He looks like a biblically accurate angel, I think is what they're going for. The wheels upon wheels and like eyes and stuff. This might have actually been a cool scene to have voice acting. I can use my imagination here, though. Let's kill the rest of the gods. Get it over with. Come on. Explain what? Agent. Probably too philosophical a question for whatever this is. Depends on the mortal. Races? Ooh. This is a good scene. I like this scene. For all my complaining. This is more what I'd like the gods to be like, to be honest. Like, unknowable, eldritch. Pick when full. Spooky. What do you think of? I was hoping there'd be another joke answer, like, what's your favorite color? Harmless. Okay. Okay, Linsa. You're still a white? That's so weird. You're still like a boss I can fight, right? The barrows are my home and I can improve my fighting skills there. What is Linza's deal? That's so strange. I guess they're like, we can still rescue Linza, and they're like, ah, never mind, let's not do that. Okay. Don't worry about killing us. Okay, bye. Pretty scary. Gotta have super gods. Want to make the gods this boring. Okay, bye. We not do that. Please don't ever bring him back, for the love of God. Just have that be over. Okay, go talk to Rolomi. Whatever. Silly. Oh, is she not here anymore? Do I have to go all the way back to Dream? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Gentle approach. Not true if you don't say it. I don't know why I'm, like... This is so weird. We have no connection to this person. uh... She like the reincarnation of Sliske now or something. Exciting music at the end. Sliske's Endgame is a frustrating quest. We'll put it that way. Let me open with the summary here, because I'm just going to summarize the part that matters to you. Carapac destroys the son of Joss. Fine. Good. I'm glad we got rid of that stupid MacGuffin. The World Guardian finally kills Sliske, although they do some bullshit that suggests he's not actually dead. Just let him die, please. And we meet the Elder God Joss, like the #1 super god, mega god. But that's it. That's what happens in the quest. 90% of the quest is taken up by, and I can't believe they did this, an incomprehensibly huge, stupid maze. It's really hard for me to explain to you why this maze is insulting, because there's plenty of old school RuneScape quests, especially the old school RuneScape Grandmaster quests, that have some kind of like intentionally brutal trial that is huge and punishing to survive through, like the big mirror puzzle from Song of the Elves. And there are 2 big sections in Monkey Madness 2 that are very, very trying. There's the agility section where every time you fall, you have to go all the way back. And then there's the stealth section that people really hate. I like that kind of stuff in RuneScape quests. It makes the quest feel more epic, in my opinion. It really makes the quest feel like it has a lot of weight and that you feel accomplished when it's done. The giant Sliske maze does not feel good to me at all. It's really boring, so like the stealth mission in Monkey Madness 2, you have to pay attention constantly so you don't get caught and sent back to the beginning. If you're playing the Song of the Elves mirror puzzle blind, you have to use your brain a little bit. There is no using your brain in this. It's an arbitrary maze, which I get it that they're trying to do a thing with Sliske with it being an arbitrary maze, but there's nothing that happens in the maze. It's just boring. You just run. For about 45 minutes, it took me almost an hour to do this maze following the wiki. I've heard that people who've tried to do it blind, it take like multiple hours to complete it. The maze is mostly made up of about 6 or 7 different pre-baked tiles, so once you've seen the first like 5 or 6 rooms, it looks the same for the rest of it. So, like, the one thing it achieves, which I think is good, is you load in and you see there's this giant maze, and you're like, holy shit, are they kidding? Like, I think that's a good feeling. I like that feeling of getting trolled by the developer in a game, right? Like, they're really going to make me do this? That's nuts. But there's nothing else to elevate it after that point. There's nothing to make you feel like you're really pushing back against something challenging. It really just feels like a disregard for the player's time. I realized while doing this maze that it's so absurd that it basically mandates use of the wiki, and it made me wish that they really doubled down on the fourth wall break stuff that they had Sliske do very briefly in Missing Presumed Death. In that quest, he briefly makes fun of you for using a guide, and if they had just leaned into that idea, like that's Sliske's thing, that he's like Deadpool, that he's reached such a level of eldritch god insanity that he knows that you're in a video game, and no one else acknowledges that, right? They just think he's crazy. But he does fourth wall break stuff where he talks to the player. I think that would make him way more interesting as a character. It would make this maze a lot more interesting too. It could have elevated the shit out of this maze, honestly, if it knew that you were using a guide, and it could infer that you were using a guide because of like the path that you were taking. There could be all kinds of cool dialogue, all kinds of little like sanity events to mess with the player. I'm thinking of the ending sequence from Metal Gear Solid 2, which is basically that. It's a bunch of sanity stuff that's breaking the fourth wall and talking to the player. That's the only way I can think to elevate this idea, because this maze is dog shit as like a game mechanic. It's literally just wasting the player's time, and the only way to make it make sense is if it's Sliske making fun of you as the player controlling the World Guardian, right? You could make comments about the fact that, oh, you're dependent on all these other World Guardians to write the wiki guide for you. When are you going to write a wiki guide, right? There's a ton of shit they could have done with it. But instead, it's just a boring waste of time, an extremely boring 45-minute waste of time. Sometimes I feel guilty for resorting to the wiki on something like this. I feel zero guilt on this one, and I feel like that's a bad sign. I don't have too much else to say. Joss looked cool. They did like a biblically accurate angel thing with him where he's like hard to comprehend what his shape and form is, so that's neat. What they've been building up to for like 15 quests now is that we're going to kill some of the gods, and at the end of the day, we didn't really kill that many gods, and none of them died in this quest. Really just the Stone of Joss got destroyed. That's the most substantial thing that happened since Sliske doesn't seem to actually be dead. I'm super over it. I would have been very happy if this quest concluded with all of the gods dead, the Stone of Joss destroyed, and that's just it now. Sliske's gone. We're moving on from this. We did it. It's over. It's fine. I'll talk about my RuneScape 3 fan fiction more when I do the video essay, but to me, I think what they should have done is they should have taken advantage of Invention. They should have made Invention not about gathering specifically Guthix's energy to power shit. It should have been gathering energy from all of the corpses of all of the gods in the wake of Sliske's Endgame. And then the Gielinor 6th Age can be about how the death of the gods and the like harvesting of their energy and like the distribution of their powers throughout society affects Gielinor. Like, because it doesn't really seem like Invention as a skill has changed Gielinor. There's like a couple people who have Invention gear, mostly player characters, right? But they could have done it as like an industrial revolution, like steampunk thing where like, okay, now just about everything in Gielinor is becoming more and more technologically advanced as we harvest this energy from these dead gods. But they didn't do that. So the 6th Age is basically the same as the 5th Age, except now there's gods running around being assholes. Didn't like the quest. I don't think it had anything to elevate it. I think the idea of doing the big brutal maze that every player can like, you know, feel accomplished for getting through is a neat idea, but the actual implementation of the maze is shockingly lame and insulting, I think, to the player's intelligence and time. All right, go make space for these rewards really quick. It's 400 quest points, which is kind of cool. Claim rewards. Do not replace Sliske's endgame, please. Reclaim everything. All right, so these all go on RuneCraft, because then I can get to level 100 without actually having to train it. The time runes seem like they would be helpful, and I just don't want to go back to RuneSpan. Ring of Whispers spawns manifested knowledge when skilling. Necklace of Shadows. I think these all have like something that they do. The combined catalyst fragment, I guess, used to be 3 different fragments. The game just put them together automatically. I don't really understand what the deal is with that. The wiki says I can get a medium prismatic lamp. I need to figure out where you get that from. Oh, for repeat playthroughs. Fuck no. Hell no. Absolutely hell no. All right, let me go get my 400 quest points reward really quick. If we claim rewards, right? They're magical dice. It's not going to give me anything that's worth billions of coins. It was crazy that happened last time. That is substantially less exciting of a drop than that billion coin die I got. Okay. At least it's fortunate components. Oh, there's manifested knowledge. Bumped into a couple penguins. I might see if it's enough to get a lamp to finish getting RuneCraft to 100 since it's so close. I really don't want to train it traditionally. 2 penguin points. I don't know if that's enough. Not quite. Might go track down a few penguins just to finish this off. One sec. Here's a penguin. I already spotted this one? No kidding. All right, well. All right, now I have 3 points. That should be enough to get the level up here. Okay, here we go. Medium, RuneCraft. Small, RuneCraft. There it is. RuneCraft 100. I'll get the time runes in a bit. I'm going to go do Back to the Freezer soon. Oh, Back to the Freezer's a penguin quest. Fantastic. Well, I got some other stuff to do now, so I'm not going to start it just yet. All right, I'm going to go check out the time altar. Now that I'm 100 runecraft from Sliske's Endgame. Apparently I need the enchanted key, which is kind of cool since it deals with time travel. So pick that up. Okay, there's the key. Then I can just Anachronia teleport, and I think it's a little bit to the west of me here. Down and around up on that plateau there. Hold on. Time ruins look kind of cool. I think I just run up here. Hey, past me, it's me, future you. Funny. That's when you talk to yourself. Okay. Bill and Ted rules, got it. Just so happen to have it on me right now. I forget how much of a cheater I can be. I guess I didn't even need my own help. Pretty funny. Okay. Don't forget to tell past you everything I said, else we'll create a universe-ending paradox. See me later, bye! Okay, so I actually have to bring stuff for rune crafting now. I don't think I need the key anymore, which is nice. Alright, first time making time runes. Let's see how many I get here. Alright, that'll last a while, just doing the one. These catalytic anima stones. I might go ahead and just do this in the abyss. I'm not going to bother with the demonic skull because there are dipshits PKing people right now. I just would do it because it's faster to go through the abyss than it is to walk there, I think. Time Rift. Pretty straightforward. You make it so you have to surge there, which is kind of annoying. I'm just gonna do this until I have a couple thousand, which should last me a long time. I guess I'm gonna use it for advanced time, which costs 20 per cast. Don't really care about anything else. Paradox is resource yield, but no XP. I don't think I actually need. And then temporal anomaly is next magic combat. So yeah, literally it's just advanced time. All right, actually 1,000 runes is enough to just that's already like what, 16 weeks. Okay, I'll just do that. That's fine. Kind of weird that this is on the normal spellbook, but it uses astral runes. All right, so I think the only one of these that matters. I guess the POF could be useful. It's not useful for me anymore. And because I need both kinds of sandstone, I don't think that really matters. I think it's literally just archaeology is the way to go. Okay. We'll just get 3 extra completions per week. That's pretty convenient. It'll get me through my stack of chronotes pretty fast. Need to actually send them out first, though. Hold on. Okay. Research. Complete. Fine. Okay. One more time with Creed. A lot of archaeology XP all at once. All right, cool. I'll give some props to the rewards from Sliske's Endgame. I can't get Saren spirits for training Herblore anyway, so I decided to equip the 3 items here. Spawns this knowledge. I guess it just spawned there. Gives a decent amount of extra XP. And I'm using this prayer Chronicle attraction to automatically capture it and the little dust particles from the magic carpet. I guess I only have to go restore my prayer like every few minutes, so it makes it a little bit more AFK, which is nice. All right, I'm about to start these 2017 quests. I already did Jack of Spades out of order a long time ago to get to Menaphos, but it looks like 2017 is fantastic. None of this shit is God slop. It's just Menaphos and Penguins and Evil Dave, so pretty excited about that. I guess I need to gather a bunch of energy. Flickering, bright, sparkling, and gleaming energy. Okay. All right, always pumped for more penguin quests. What's up, Chuck? Back to the freezer. Yeah, this is the one that's like the TARDIS out in the desert. Finally get to figure out what's up with that. Passphrase. Weather on Ice Mountain is snowy, and the mackerel are to die for. Okay. Scott and Munson, the South Pole explorers. Could I borrow a tinderbox? I use a firelighter. You say they're better. Ice Mountain. Lower the temperature of Galenor. Much too important or busy. Cutscene. Old school style cutscene. There's the TARDIS. Okay. Funny. Emperor Wing. A bunch of penguin henchmen. Okay. What did I just see? Polnivnich. Okay. My house is still there. Looks like it's actually southwest of Polnivnich. Okay, Dundee. Talking to the Croc. Nice. Brought the Cramulet for this to fully upgrade it. I should just be able to talk to them, I think. Talk to Crocodile. All professional wrestling is faked. Okay. Okay. I really like these Crocs. Everybody realizes when you don't wash your clothes multiple days in a row. Oh, there's a specific Croc over here. Okay, I see. Don't like the cold. Time travel? Any narrative dead end could be resolved with a cheap flick of the time travel reset switch. Talk about Chuck. This guy's great. You look different than the other crocodiles. Warm thoughts. Okay, so back to Chuck, I think. Yes. Oh wait, no, it says take a closer look before reporting back to Chuck. So let's see. Terraforming Arctic refrigeration dispersing ice spreader. Okay. Hi, Chuck. Built a TARDIS. Croc used to live here in the zoo. The agent's name. His identity is so secret, even I don't know. Favorite food is sardines. Oh, that's convenient. Okay. Oh, it just put me into the costume as soon as I got here. Okay. Let's see. Penguin henchman. Laura. Rose. Elon. Ugh. Puke. Tell me what happened. You each served our favorite fish. There was mackerel, sardines, shrimp, and anchovies. Black ice, vanilla ice, cyan ice, and yellow snow. What happened to you at the party? Okay. You... I was worried about Elon. I went to go examine to make sure there's an interesting musk around him. Puke. It is 2016, but Elon has been a dipshit the entire time, guys. What happened to you at the party? Yellow snow in one hand, shrimp in the other. Okay, I always say the same thing when you say remind me what happened. What happened to you at the party? Mackerel was delicious. Gordon? Have you eaten any anchovies? Okay, so this is like a mini logic puzzle. Oh, alright. Everyone had emergency items and food. I'm gonna make my logic puzzle grid here and try to figure this out. One sec. Okay, without showing you my grid, it actually doesn't require the full grid to solve it. I think the answer is Gordon, and the reason is that the navigator had vanilla ice, right? Which means he's not the one that had yellow snow and shrimp in the other. We know that the navigator didn't have the mackerel because Emperor Wing had the mackerel, and we know that Gordon didn't want anchovies, so the only thing left that he could possibly have is sardines because we've ruled out shrimp, mackerel, and anchovies, so it must be Gordon. Let's try, are you a spy? That's so loud. Twiblick all-day passion projects. deluring device. Deluring? Time travel. Heads back to the freezer. Okay. One, two, three, four. Sounds like a password an idiot would have in his luggage. Okay. Funny, he gives you a GPS, a general penguin spying device. Okay. Okay, so I think we can just look for it here. 13 paces east. South. Right here. Baron shark buried in the snow? Oh, I have to do this a couple times. Okay. The one here. Property of Gordon. Fins off. Okay. The one here. Antique lamp. 500 XP. Fantastic. East and north. Should be it here. Old colored hat that disintegrates as you touch it. Entrance to a secret bunker. The GPS device disintegrates. Okay. Tuxedo time. Alright, we got a hatch here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chip and Finn. God. I need to enter the code to delete the bunker. I see. Hide and seek staging area. Pretty good. We've got the holiday variants for everything. Search cupboards. Old hat. Stop messing with their stuff. So we got... Don't see anything in this prison area. Maybe this will come up later. Wait, there's like scratch marks? Alley for counting days. Area maybe was held here. Let's see. Empty room, it looks like. Submarine research area. Very funny. I'm looking for interactables here. Oh, there's the lockers. That's probably what I'm looking for. Wings locker. Flying for beginners. Penguin Medical Journal. Deluring device parts list. I'm going to cap it all off as the hat. Okay. Something Thorific. Alright. Some like it cold storage. Okay. Ton of crates in here. I find a hammer. Nothing of interest. Regular hammer, too. kind of them to not make them all interactable. Piece of flax. Okay. Bind the pieces together. Thorific is the hammer I get. The Snowmaker and something that looks like a runecraft rune. Area 5.1. Okay. Here's snow to gather in here. Can't gather this right now. Okay. Bunch of interactables in here. I don't know why it calls it an ice shelf. It's just a shelf. It's the book that explains how to do it. The knowledge to bring it all together. Okay. This is in this room. Pacemaker. I think that's everything. Combine this with something else first. Let's put these together, I guess. Flax capacitor. Oh my god. That's pretty bad. Deloring device. Okay, I get the DeLorean joke. So can I just use it now? Is going to be the same. Okay, I was wondering if it was going to be the same bit that powers the press X to time travel gimmick in Titanfall 2. It looks like it took us somewhere else. Island with monkeys on it. Doesn't look like the past. Coconuts. Monkeys that I can't talk to. Monkey wrench. Okay. Into place with ice. Hanging Pong, world famous rock stars. This looks like a random event. Most non, excellent. Okay, now they're Bill and Ted. Finanor. Chilled unicorns. We had a most excellent journey, becoming unrivaled musicians. I do like pivoting their writing to make them Bill and Ted. That seems very egregious, dudes. I mean, unfair. Okay. Got their instruments. Hey, it's the Runecraft altar. Runecrafting guild. Give them their instruments. Didn't change anything. Got them. Could have done with some thin tuning. I guess maybe it does something different. Try operating it again and see. Look. Hey, it's the Gowers. Not canon except for where it is. Definitely not in the past. Cabbage.
My mining level is.
I'm all saying my mining level is. This is really funny.
I hope I do not break my pickaxe.
This is great.
Work. I
Zug Zug.
My mining level is.
Surprised they didn't make them look like the more standard bots, right? With the green shirts and the bald head. Talking penguin. They're all bots. Worthless old boots.
Does not compute.
But the NPC hands you some worthless old boots. Okay. No desert, no cabbages, no Finanor, no worker drones. I made it to the past or something close enough. Noodle, is that you? You're not doing ID cards anymore? This new chip and pin tech. I guess chip and pin was becoming popular and replacing magnetic strips on credit cards around this time, huh? Find Gordon and see if he can help. Okay. A lot more stuff going on here. There's this guy Buzz over here. There's a bunch of sheep. I guess because of the penguins that disguise themselves as sheep. Still haven't found Gordon here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Gordon's laboratory. From the 6th Age, your de-lowering device worked. Here to change the future. No, wait, don't tell me. Gothics, no, wait. I shouldn't tell you any more than you need to know. Make sure the device is finished so we don't cause a time loop or paradox. Talk to Elon. Ugh. Okay. All right, Elon, what's up? $1985 Lemon Soul Runes, okay. More Back to the Future stuff. Kilowatt energy. There is a seizure warning for this quest. I assume it's from the kilowatt plane. Fishvention rod. Ice box, an ice cooler with ice in it. Cool ant. A coolant pouch from somewhere in the bunker combined with ice. Okay. There's a fishing rod on the ground over here. So there could still be stuff over in this room. Cool ant holder. Oh, it's like a summoning pouch. That's kind of funny. And a cog. Okay, we can use that with the fishing rod. What else do we need? Oh, it doesn't cross them off this time. Okay. Lemon soul runes are probably from that runecraft altar. They look like a broken runecraft altar. Okay. Do with a good clean. Choose a generic conversation starter. The weather. Guess I think I need snow as well. It's giving me a lot of snow. Maybe I use that to snow imbued with magical properties. Yeah, that makes it sound like I use it to that's This reacts to the power of lemon. Who knew ice and slice was a good combination? Okay, lemon soul runes. I need like 2,000 of those. 1985, right? Okay, got all of the runes. This coolant holder. You hear the ice maker. You fill the ice cooler from the ice maker and create an ice box. It's one cool ant. Okay, so I've got coolant, the ice box, the lemon soul runes, the Vishrunchen rod. I need the kilowatt energy, which is probably that guy in the prison cell. This thing looks like a kilowatt. Buzz, buzz, buzz. It's not enough though, right? Okay. Kilowatt energy. Actually want me to go to the kilowatt plane? I don't see anything else here. I'm gonna look it up really quick. Yeah, it does, because it, I have to bring the insulated boots, which makes sense. You need those to go to the plane. Okay. Warning, epilepsy, flashing lights here. We did the kilowatts a little bit. Maybe it was for this quest. Wiki says I need to kill like 10 of them. Oh yeah, parting gift from the realm. Okay. The one-time kilowatts are ever relevant. I guess they technically can be a Slayer task in school. Get it though, it's 1.21 kilowatts. Funny. Alright, heading back, I guess. Alright, Lon. Hope you die. 0.21 kilowatts. And we're bringing Gothic's energy from the future back in time. As if it was the life force of a god. What's divine energy? Okay, well, I already have that. There's an container here. But oh, is it Mastermind again? So the way you do it is you just brute force every color. There we go. First try. It took me more guesses than it should, but you should just be able to do all of one color and then all of the next color and so on, right? It's always solvable. The machine's working now. Talk to Elon again. Inform Gordon and Hugh. Report to Emperor Wing. Okay. And they're in the same places they were in the future. Gordon. Make sure it's somewhere I can find it in the future. Okay. Gee, it took me forever to find Hugh. There he is. Okay, I can see Emperor Wing walking around here. Fly the TARDIS and land it. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. Seems bad. Are we the ones that caused the initial launch in the first place? Pretty funny. Making ping and pong be Bill and Ted makes sense too for the quest. Doing this time travel thing. Don't approach the penguins now. Speak to Chuck. Okay. How's it going? Travel back in time. Let me stop you right there. Gordon sent a report to me. I know all about it. Nothing changed. It was already harmless when it landed because it had already been sabotaged. About Croc, he'll still be cold? Oh, that's it? Okay. That was alright. I mean, it was pretty dependent on all of the Back to the Future gags. Not my favorite penguin quest, but it wasn't bad. It was pretty silly. Back to the Freezer is, at time of recording, the most recent penguin quest. The penguin series is one of my favorites, so I'm always looking forward to stuff like this one. This one's just okay. It's not as good as some of the prior ones. It's quite a bit shorter. It feels like it ends extremely abruptly, but, you know, it's got some good gags in it. Most of the joke is themed around Back to the Future, hence the title. There's a flux capacitor joke and a 1.21 gigawatts joke. There's an unrelated extended Doctor Who joke, which you've seen if you've ever walked around the desert. You can see the TARDIS lying out in the desert. The basic premise of the quest is that they're trying to use this TARDIS device to turn Gielinor into an icy tundra. You think you're going to use time travel to stop them, but you actually use time travel to cause the TARDIS launch in the first place. It's a stable time loop kind of a story. I laughed a few times at it. I think it could have been a little bit more robust with what they were doing with it, but whatever, it's fine. It's a penguin quest, who cares? My only request is that when they make the next penguin quest, that we be allowed to kill Elon the penguin. I would be very pleased if killing that penguin was the main focus of the next penguin quest. That's a wrap. Next time we'll be doing all of the remaining Menaphos quests up through Fight Club, and I'll try to fit in Evil Dave's Big Day Out, but I think that quest is a bit longer, so we'll see. Now that I'm maxed, I'm just blasting through quests trying to wrap this playthrough up. I finally have a backlog of videos again now, so hopefully I'm hoping to finish the series before episode 99, so I have some time to do a little bit of PDM before we close things out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.